Katt Williams' new interview, man. Let's check it out, man. It's with Willy D.
Conversation in America, there'll be something where he and
Let's get together early. Salute Maine for pulling up. You know what I'm saying? Anybody else that's here?
I are evenly linked. And only people in his hometown are floating that narrative. I'm really him.
You don't.
Good afternoon, everybody.
You don't believe that there's, under any circumstances, that you and Ali can come to a resolution, just be cool. Like,
You've just talked.
Wait, I salute, bro. Salute. I'm taking it from here, and then we're gonna go back to the beginning. Matter of fact, let's just start from the beginning. All right, salute to Willy D for capturing this good work right here. Modesty KJ, salute to everybody that's here, man. And I've been having internet connection problems. I don't know what it is, man. Somebody's said the feds. I don't believe in that.
Dayton. So Dayton was one of the rare cities in America that was legitimately half black and half white. So there was power on both ends. I came from a very...
I think alcohol should be mandatory at all Katt Williams interviews. You know what I'm saying? He about to go off, though.
Powerful family in Dayton.
He fixated on Ricky Smiley, and Ricky Smiley stayed ducking that work,
because of our sheer numbers. So there were 13 on my father's side and 7 on my mother's side. So I had like 100 first cousins in one city. Like, we just had a large family, and it was a great place for Black people, and it was a great place for white people. It's just that you really couldn't be legitimately racist because your neighbors were of another color, if that makes sense. So,
what's the power dynamic? Was it mostly white people running it, or Black people?
Well, that's the dynamic of America at that particular time. One of my uncles was the chief of police. Another was the head pastor in town, and had some cocaine dealing uncles
My bad.
as well. So we were really rooted in the city, but it was a city of money. So we had Cooper Tires, we had Dayton Tires, we had IBM, we had NCR, we had Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, we had University of Dayton. These are all places where you can make 6 figures even at that time. So it was a lot of money there. As far as on the radio, we would hear every hour 5 or 6 artists that were from where we were from. So we thought that was a part of it. We hearing the Ohio players, and Roger Troutman in Zap's studio is our bus stop when we're 7 years old. Like, so I met Prince while I was in Dayton when I'm 12. Like, it was a very vibrant community for Black people.
So you saw a lot of the street stuff. How did you end up? First of all, did you end up doing any of the street stuff, participating in any of that street activity? You mentioned your uncles selling drugs and all of
that. Well, I leave Dayton, Ohio right before I'm 13. So I'm still at a young age. I'm just having heightened experiences because of my childhood and my background. So I've always had money, but I don't come from money. So I was able to cut grass in the summer, and I was able to shovel snow in the winter. That's what I was allowed to.
Most people have no clue that in 2023, the best way to make money on Amazon is not with...
Salute, Alfie. Salute, wait up. Fuck going on with this shit, man. Houston, we definitely have a problem. Where my boy Hustle Man at, man? We gotta attack this problem, man. This StreamYard issue, man, is becoming annoying. You know what I'm saying? Nah, he's way smarter than that.
To do so, but consequently, even as a kid, I'm making like $6,000-7,000 a year, and this is
At 12 years old?
before that, at 10.
Damn.
At 10, just because that's what I was allowed to do, and I'm a hustler by nature. Like if I get a hold of a lick, I want to see how many times it flips, not if it flips. You know what I mean? So once I'm gone from there, I'm trying my hand at other things, door to door, and I had already made $1 million before I was 18 doing door to door across the country. So I had already tested out what were the positive things about me and how I could use that to my advantage economically from an early age.
Is it true that you emancipated yourself from your parents at 13? Because I read that somewhere.
Well,
I think it was Wikipedia said something like that.
I wouldn't shame the family. What I would say is that it can't be called run away because I didn't run away. I left, but I don't tell that part of the story just because there's a 0 chance that if a young person listens to me and follows my example on that they'll be okay. But I knew I would be, but I was a little off. Like I knew Jesus left home at 13, so I didn't feel like I was out of pocket in any way.
Wait a minute. Are you saying that at 13 years old, you was cognizant of the story of Jesus leaving home at 13 years old?
I had been accepted to college before I was 12, so I was already a little bit more advanced than your average child. I had probably read 10,000 books at that period in my life. So I was blessed in that way. But as you know, you can't really just live on that. So God navigated where I was able to see the underworld, if you will. So I go from my parents' house in Ohio to Miami, Florida by myself. I don't know nobody. And that's where the story begins. But
in your formidable years, who is that person? Was there a single individual who inspired you, or some guy or a person that you looked up to and you said, I like the way that they move and I want to model myself after that person?
yeah, this is going to be a weird answer. Yes, that's one of the things that I was probably the best at. I did it with anybody and everybody. So when I was going to the library, I wasn't reading fiction books. I was reading nonfiction books, and it didn't matter what it was. I know whatever's in this book, I don't know what it is. So I might have read like 1,000 autobiographies, just the life of people that I don't know. And when you do that, you find out that if you were trying to learn something from everybody, you could actually learn something from every single person that you met. And so it's that type of thinking that helped me avoid the pitfalls as I saw them. So the reason I never did drugs when I was an adult is because when I left and went to Miami and I'm living in a park, it's 30 people out there from all different places, and they all are homeless and in a terrible situation just like me. And they telling me that they used to be lawyers and doctors and nurses, and I'm going, well, what happened? And all of them is telling this story where everything in their life was fine, and then they dealt with this drug, and this is where it ended them out. So as a kid, I never saw the fun part of drugs. I never heard about nobody having a good time on drugs, or, oh, you got to take this so you can feel it. I didn't see it from that way. I had already seen what it would do to people, and they're telling me, like, I'm letting people tell me, hey, don't do this. Don't get to Hollywood and start sleeping with white women and doing cocaine because it'll kill you. Oh, yeah, no problem. Got it. So, in a lot of things, I was just stupid enough to get the lessons, but that came from being willing to learn something from everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How long were you out on the streets?
Well, it sounds so harsh when you say on the streets. Just understand that I'm in slacks and a shirt and a tie every day, and I'm eating at a 5-star restaurant because I done worked this deal with the restaurant where I come in at 5 in the morning and I come and do the floors and clean up everything the bus people didn't do, knock out the old dishes. I do all of that, but I get to eat there for free. So I come later and have a 5-star lunch as a 12-year-old because I'm already smoking cigarettes, but I got a mustache, so I don't look out of place. And then I go and I do my 8 hours in the library to take the place of what schooling would have been. So 2 hours were spent collecting radios from people's cars at the marina, which funded me to at least have $700 or $800 a week in my pocket. So that was the situation for, I'll say, 12 months.
Was there somebody who came along, a social worker or something like that, and saw you and said, yo, or talked to you, it's like, yo, I can help you out, or you should do this or that?
No, you're looking at it a different way than I was looking at it. I wasn't in a pitiable situation by any means. I was free. And it was an adventure that I was on. And I had already read all of these books. I know how this goes. I know that a terribly scary adventure is nothing for the warrior. He doesn't need to be in a good position. There is a God, and he's going to see you through. You just have to make sure that you're hitting the marks to qualify for the blessing. So I was never in a situation where someone would think that I needed some assistance.
Where were you sleeping at?
In the park that I told you about, across the street from the library in Coconut Grove.
Like on the ground, on the bench?
No, yeah, a mattress out there. I had money, so people would get you stuff.
Why didn't you just take your money and go get a crib?
At 13?
Yeah.
It never crossed my mind.
Yeah.
Never crossed my mind.
Because I really do. I know it's young, but I do know people who are very young. If somebody is young enough to go out on the streets and just say, I'm leaving home.
Yeah.
A lot of times, and if they got money, they're savvy enough to
it's not
get
that
somebody
I have
to
money.
pay them.
I'm making some money. I don't have money. I'm making some money.
Enough to get by.
Well, I'm saying I don't have a long list of needs on the daily. I need to eat well. I need to drink well.
And where are you keeping your money? Like in your pocket?
I am.
Yeah.
I am.
Anybody ever try to rob you?
No, I did have somebody try to violate me while I was out there. I think because I didn't know really what gay people were. So I wasn't really clear. I knew how gay people acted as I had seen, but I wasn't aware that it had a sexual connotation to it. So as soon as the guy kept talking to me like he liked me, I was really confused because guys don't like guys. And I'm trying to figure out, is there something about your background that makes you talk like a lady while you're talking to me?
Hi, I'm Tom Grieve, former state prosecutor and USCCA network attorney.
I always thought it was mental illness. I thought, you know, whenever I see a fucking nigga acting like a bitch, you know what I mean? I was like, oh, something wrong with him. The old me, the old me, the old me, the new me. Fuck wrong with him? It's like seeing the fucking cat barking and shit, you know what I'm saying? You know, doing tricks for fucking biscuits and shit, you know?
But yeah, I had that as
My opinion.
a situation. But other than that, no, I wasn't frequently tried as a young person.
Yeah. So I'm asking some of these questions that I'm asking because I'm really trying to figure out, like, how did you develop your psyche? Like, you're a very insightful dude.
Right.
Just trying to figure out, like, where did that start at? Can you pinpoint a specific time and space where you said, you know, yeah, I get it. I see what's going on.
Okay.
Yeah. I probably like 5 years old.
I mean, my little brother talks to me like this, man. And he be saying some shit that I'd be like, man, impossible. But if you know, if you listen to the niggas talk and he piece it together, you'd be like, damn, he wasn't tripping.
First and foremost, this is gonna sound really, really weird, but I believed at that young age that you could have a relationship with God. And I know that that's kind of old-fashioned now. But when I was young, that's what I believed. And so I developed this relationship where we talk 4 or 5 times a day and we talk about everything. And I'm coming to you when things are well and when it's not well. And if I ask for something, I know when you gave me what I asked for because it's the only time. So I understood at a young age that I wasn't like everybody else, that I was in a blessed position and that I had the ability to be able to make things happen if I could find the instructions and follow them. So at 5 years old, that's how I thought. I knew when things were wrong with the Bible. I wasn't worried about authority because God was like the authority. And other than that, I got to tolerate you, but I'm not allowed to bow down. I'm like that as a child. So my parents didn't do anything wrong. They just wanted me to live a life that I wasn't going to live. They wanted me to be this, and I was not free to live a double life. I can't be that and be what I'm trying to be.
And what's up,
What
bro?
was that they wanted you to be?
A part of their religion. They were very devout in religion.
Christian.
Yes, a branch of Christianity, yes.
At one point, did you become a Muslim?
At one point, I became several religions because that's the only way you can really find out what's going on in a religion. Religion is not something that you can just study the books about it and now you know about.
Let's get to spice, man. Let's move up a little bit.
Or something like that. I'm not sure. I'm just sure.
Oh.
I'm just saying this is what I read.
Well,
I'm
I'll
not,
tell you the story, and
okay.
you tell
Tell me
me.
the story.
Then does that change how you frame this?
Okay.
So, we have a meeting with a hologram company, which is going to go into a licensing deal on some holograms. This is in Beverly Hills. So now there's a rodeo, and behind that is an alleyway where you park your vehicles. That's where we are. Suge has brought his son with him, who's 5 years old. And before we go into this meeting, Suge's son runs behind the dumpster and urinates. And a lady films his penis out, peeing behind the dumpster. And then says, "Oh, I thought that was Katt's kid." So yeah, that's what happened.
See, man. See, this is
So
why.
understand, we were facing 20 years,
Yeah.
Suge and I. 20 years for that. And if it wasn't for the fact that this is Beverly Hills and it's all on camera, they had no problem sending us up the river when we couldn't have possibly done what was being said. That lady said that she got jumped on by me.
So you see what you just did? You just clarified a huge misconception about, the events of that evening or whatever.
Yeah, but remember, it went to court.
Yeah.
Like, this isn't just my word.
Yeah.
They had to play the video in court, which showed that her altercation wasn't with a man at all.
But the trip part about it is that when people print it, when the media, mainstream media put it out there, they don't add that piece. They just say,
nor do they make a retraction.
Right.
Nor do they say, "Hey, that thing we told you about that guy, turns out it was nothing." Understand, I got 15 cases that were dismissed. That should be talked about. Why would 15 cases be dismissed?
15 motherfucking cases. In our section of the woods, you know what I'm saying? The dirty section, you know what they would have said? They would have said, "This nigga is ratting." That's what they would have said over here. They would be like, "Nah, man, Katt Williams is ratting." You know what I'm saying? Ratting on what? Ratting on his own fucking self? At the end of the day, why they don't talk about that? 15 motherfucking cases.
Because you were so sure you had what you were looking at. Because every city I go to, I'm the nigga with the best car. It's probably smoke coming out that car. It's probably girls gathering around that car. I look like the plug. I get it. And you've probably already hurt me by the time you find out who I actually am.
Right. See, because of that clarity you just provided,
yes,
is the reason why I want to know. I think the world want to know what happened between you and Ali Sadiq. I know you said
the
you
world
couldn't
couldn't possibly want to know that. He's not famous enough for the world to want to know that.
At least
because my side of the world doesn't want to know that. See,
well, my side of the world.
Here's the thing.
What happened, man?
A lot of times, what liars do first is they set up a narrative and a scenario. Like Michael Blackson just got on national TV and told people, "Yeah, I got a beef with Katt Williams, and Katt is mad at me about this, and because I said this, and I didn't even mean it like that." And the whole time, he's never talked to me. That's how he feels. He's heard I'm angry. I've not had a conversation with him. It's the same with your Ali Sadiq. If it wasn't for the information that I know in my intel, I would be a fan of his like everybody else. Who wouldn't be a fan of a young Black storyteller that's done time and loves his family and is a hometown guy? Like, why would he ever have any enemies in comedy? It's ludicrous. But if you pick the actual king, then make sure that your story is correct. And unfortunately, his story is not correct. No matter what he says, he never met me. He made it disrespectful that a security guard that was 6'7" reached over him to pay him, not mentioning the fact that he got paid for not doing anything.
Well, let's start at the beginning of the Reliant thing.
I don't know if I want to.
I'm gonna start, and then you can do what you want to do.
Fair enough.
But I think for the sake of the audience knowing, just
Tell them
having
who
an
Ali
idea of what
Sadiq
we're
is
talking
first.
about. ID Sadiq is a comedian from Houston that's based in Houston.
A very fine comedian.
Very fine comedian.
Yeah.
Now, Ali said that he went to Reliant Arena and he was on the same show as you. He showed up, and the security stopped him from entering the building. And they said, and then somebody told him Katt didn't want you to come in. And then at some point, somebody else came and gave him a check. That's another security person reached over somebody's shoulder and gave him a check. He said that the people that were the working security locked arms to prevent him from walking inside of the building. And he thought that, you had a problem with him. And he said he didn't know why you had a problem with him. And to this day, he don't know why you have a problem with him. That was the
It'd be nice if that was the story. So now, if that's the story, then let me see if I got this correct. A guy I've never met was supposed to be doing a show with me. And I got so angry, even though I hadn't met him, that I had security keep him out of the building. See, that's the problem with lies. They're faulty from their inception, sir. I'm the person in the story that doesn't have a grudge to feel. I don't care why I didn't like Katt Williams. I would get to the bottom of it. This is not one of those stories. First of all, the actual truth of this matter is every city that I go to, I already have the comedians who are opening up for me. Not just this tour, but for the 17 100 city tours previous to this. I never go to the
Like Steve Harvey.
city and go, hey, do you guys have some comics here? I'd like to add them to my show. I just don't do it. I travel with the comedians that are coming to your city. We're one unit and one team when we come. That is to let you understand that no comic was fin to come join us that evening because there isn't space for it. I still have to do an hour at the end of this. There's a limited amount of time. So we could just start there. Second of all, I don't care where you're from, what the venue is, how cool you are with the people that work there. Katt Williams show means Katt Williams show. That means don't nothing move but the money. There ain't no loud talking and voice raising and how dare you? How dare you? Let me look on the advertisements and see, do I see your name or face, sir, whoever you may be.
Oh, I got some
Where
more.
would you even get the entitlement to be having this question? This is like me insisting that the Lakers put me on as a starter. And I won't take no for an answer. It's ridiculous. You don't even play in our league. And that's before I knew who you were. Now that I know who you are, I'm just ashamed because you took something personal that couldn't have been personal. I didn't meet you. That's how it would have gone if I wasn't there, because the truth is I wasn't there. All of this happened before I got there.
What happened with the check? When the security guy gave him
when
a check?
when I asked what the person had said, I said, well, I don't understand. I don't understand why he's so angry. What did he say to you? He said, I'm supposed to be on this show. I said, well, maybe he was expecting to get some sort of a payment. And now he thinks he doesn't get to get paid because we already have a tour. I wouldn't want that. Pay him for performing. So he got the check of the performer. This is what he's angry about. Imagine the audacity. Remember, your story is that I'm kicking you the fuck out. Get out and lock arms and don't let him in. And paying you? Make it make sense, King.
So,
Either you're smaller than I think or I'm bigger. Either one. Like, you can't keep positioning the narrative because that's all this is. This is so that in a conversation in America, there'll be something where he and I are evenly linked. And only people in his hometown are floating that narrative. I'm really him.
You don't believe that there's under any circumstances that you and Ali can come to a resolution, just be cool. Like,
You've just talked to me. You know I don't have a bone in this.
Yeah.
I don't have a bone in this.
So if I got him on the phone, you talk to
Hmm.
him?
I would have gave him the celebrity boxing match he asked for if I thought he was a celebrity.
Oh, come on, man. You know Ali is a celebrity. Come on,
Sir,
Katt.
I'm not talking.
Katt.
I didn't mean that disparagingly.
Yeah.
I meant that in ticket sales, my nigga. Ticket sales. That's what I meant. I mean, I'm doing 7,000 in your hometown while you go do 300. I'm not being disrespectful. I'm talking statistics. I'm talking about the biggest and baddest thing going. And you, a person trying to get in, why would you be mad? It's ridiculous. I'm offended. I'm offended. Why? Because even if it's celebrity boxing, I need you to sell tickets too.
Niggas in the background laughing like a motherfucker.
I need you to sell these pay-per-view numbers, my nigga. I know I'm bringing it. It's more people that want to see me get laid out by you. And the fact that an upstanding and righteous gentleman like yourself is in that position with the only thing trying to be righteous in our lane is just more machinations of the devil. You should have a much better backstory when you pick me as an opponent.
You know what, man? I'm glad you at least addressed it. Because
when you talk to him and tell him what the truth is, he won't be able to refute it. I told you earlier, he doesn't know this. How could he know? It's okay for you to think that I'm that way, but there are 30,000 known comedians in America that you could have went to, and they would have told you, this is against my character. I am known for confronting my issue head up, be it Satan or his affiliates. I don't care if you 6'6". I don't care if it's 5 of you. I don't care if I'm guaranteed an L. I don't care if you put a gun in my face. I don't care about none of that. I care about doing the right thing as I see it in that moment. Yeah.
Man, how did you get on in the first place as far as like with the movie thing? Like, I know I'm skipping over the comedy, but how did you get on with the movie thing? Like, specifically, I want to know about Money Mike. I want to know how you got that role.
Right. So here's the whole thing.
The only thing I'm mad about in this interview is that Willy D's asking them the same questions that we already heard. You know what I'm saying?
Liars always come up with terrible lies. So Ricky Smiley says, yeah, Katt was supposed to play the Santa Claus and I was supposed to play the pimp.
I've been asking them some real shit. Like, you know what I mean?
Always come up with terrible lies. So Ricky Smiley says, yeah, Katt was supposed to play the Santa Claus and I was supposed to play the pimp. Liars always have ridiculous narratives. Nobody in America can imagine that a real movie studio would cast 5'5", 145-pound Katt Williams as a fucking Santa Claus, number one. Number two, Ricky Smiley was finna play a pimp. Really? Ricky Smiley has played a woman more times than Ricky Smiley has played a man.
Wow.
He's played Bernice Jenkins 5 times. I got it in my contract that I don't work with Ricky Smiley unless he's playing Miss Bernice Jenkins.
Get
But-
out of here,
but
man. That's in your contract for real?
I make my contracts, sir.
Oh,
When you're the master of your masters, everything else is subservient. That's why we have control. That's why we're hated, because there's something to hate. But anyway, so Money Mike, this is my first audition, not just my first movie. It's my first audition. The reason it was so great is because they allowed me to do what I wanted to do, and I needed to do things. So I needed to pick the wardrobe for the character. So Money Mike's wardrobe was impeccable because I designed it, and they made it so. I picked out the car, the color of the car. They had a guy playing a pimp. I need this to be an actual pimp. We need Bishop Magic Don Juan. Everything I had to do, me and KD Albert, who played Donna, and Terry Crews, it was all of our first project. And my job was to make sure that we came off as if we were seasoned actors. And so I put everything I had into that movie, to the point where in the script, Money Mike is raped in the bathroom. Katt Williams changed that. Why? Because it's no way. What do you mean, Katt? There's no way. What are you saying? I'm saying in a place that small, I'm not rapeable. I don't care what has to happen. That's what will happen. And so that's how it changed and became a great movie. And just the thought process that maybe Ricky Smiley was going to do that, it is laughable. But yeah, that was going to be my only movie. So I had to do everything that I could do to make sure that it went the way I needed it to. And I've done that in every one of the 60 movie roles that I've done, in the 50 network television roles.
I think Cube had to say that. That's why Cube copped out to it.
Man, I'm glad you stood on that, man, because it's a lot of people who would not have. People get blinded by that bread, man, or that opportunity. And for you to stand on that says a lot. Because I know Terry Crews would have probably enjoyed it, in real life.
Wow.
Oh, bless his heart.
Yeah.
Bless his heart.
Now, how did you get this this knack for comedy in the first place? Like you had a pretty tumultuous childhood. Like, how do you pivot from that and get into comedy?
Nigga, use regular words. I know what that word means, but you fucking it all up, though.
Hey, I didn't find it to be tumultuous.
So at the time, you was living it. You were like, you didn't see it.
This is not tumultuous. Okay. But your question was, how did
you find comedy?
A lot of times you have the true appreciation for something when you're not trying to do it. You just like it. So
because Cube ain't Katt's target. That's why I guess that's why he's not addressing that. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't address it neither, because it takes the focus off these other packs we gotta smoke out here. You know what I mean?
That's the relationship that I had with music, and it was the relationship that I had with comedy. So musically,
drops bomb on Rare Rap. HQ, excellent mindset.
I could listen to Pearl Jam and the Ghetto Boys. Like, I could listen to 9 Inch Nails, and I could listen to Prince, and I could do that. And comedically, I found that I could do that too. It didn't matter what the comedy person looked like.
That's Willy D from the Ghetto Boys. Cool Out.
Or how they were built, or where they were from. If they were funny, I was gonna be able to tell. So I understood that Don Knotts was out there working his ass off. as Barney Fife. I understood he wasn't doing the same job as the rest of them. I
remember Hill Street Blues?
I understood that laughter is an emotion, and anytime you can tap an emotion, that's very powerful, regardless of what emotion you're tapping.
When you're tapping these emotions, before you deliver the joke, are you cognizant of what it's going to take to like deliver that joke? Like, are you already knowing that I know for a fact I don't have to practice this? They're going to be with this right here. When I say this, oh, I'm going to get them.
As a comedian, I have the best fan base in the world.
I like Willy D, and Willy D's a whole gangster, so I don't know why he's scared to ask questions. You know what I'm saying? Like he's really not trying to tip the iceberg at all. You know, we trying to pour it up type shit. That's what we want. We want that Katt Williams that's going. You know what I'm saying?
Like documented.
You do.
I mean, like honestly, we want some niggerish shit right now.
The slight amount of advertisement that they allowed me to do, and the fact that in a place as glorious as Houston, they pack the arena to the rafters, is based upon the fact that I, in 1995, started a conversation with a fan base, which was maybe 5 people. And through this entire time, I've kept up the same conversation.
How do you quickly and easily unlock your
That's
brain's superhuman potential? I want to show you a short.
Suck one dick.
With the same people as they grow. And
that was wild, right?
I'm letting you see me win. I'm letting you see me lose. I'm never allowing the product to be affected by what's going on, because this is the greatest relationship here. So, yeah, consequently, bam, they know some things when I come to town. They know I'm finna bring the baddest comedians with me. That's who's gonna be opening up. They know this all over the country. And then they know that whatever it is Katt's gonna talk about for an hour, they know he did not talk about this the last time he was here. They know
Man,
that.
how in the hell do comedians get away with that anyway? Because I'm not going to see the same comedian tell the same jokes, 100 times in a row.
You let a rapper rap the same songs, though. And you let a singer sing the same songs, the classics, and you'll allow that. And so,
yeah, but funny is supposed to be spontaneous. So that's the difference.
Well, understand that comedy has its roots long before social media. So before social media, you might have heard that this comedian is funny, right? And somebody might have told you what he said, but it didn't sound that funny to you. They just told you what he said. But when you see him in person, oh, he's hilarious. And so comedy always had a cycle where you showed the whole circuit your body of work. It's just comedians had gotten so lazy that they were doing one great set that they had on Comic View or Def Jam, and they were touring that for 15 years without changing it. And so we made it a part of our effort to push the fact that you should be writing new material and shaming the community into it by just, I'm going to keep putting out these specials and it's new material. How long are you going to continue to tell these jokes? Because in a minute, the audience is going to be like, no, they got to say something new. And eventually the audience did do that. And
Well, some audiences show up and they want you to say the old joke. They demand that you tell the old joke.
I don't have not one of those people in my fan base because they know better. They know that I would never let you pay me so you can hear some shit I already said. I respect you too much for that. What you gonna get from me is brand new. This is new.
Right now,
Well, if you just put Lil Wayne face on Katt Williams, they look and sound exactly alike to me. I mean, come on.
you have 12 comedy specials.
Okay.
Is
Yeah,
there a magic
same exact.
number in mind?
Lil
Or you
Wayne
just
and
wanna
this nigga got the same exact spirit.
keep running to make sure you got the all-time number and that's secure for. Oh, you already at the top. You got you got more
I'm
than
in no
anybody?
way, I'm in no way counting numbers.
Lil Wayne is the
You've
exact
done.
person.
I'm saying if 12 is the most, if 12 was the most, there's not a number because I'm not putting a number to it. But I've been special that many times for an hour.
17 tours,
17,
100 cities.
17 motherfucking.
That is a lot of work. That is that's enough work for a few lifetimes. Most comedians won't even get 100 cities. Well, most comedians ain't gonna do that one time. You're like, and how do you continue to come up with this new material? Because you do new material every single time you show up. That's crazy.
It's a new show every single time I show up.
Man, that is crazy. I'm a comedy connoisseur. I follow comedy. Most of the comics that are the top dogs right now, as far as like in some of our heroes in comedy, I was there when they were like working on their first jokes.
Yeah.
I was watching them and supporting them way back then. But that is a tough feat to be able to do something like that. And I think that the reason why
not in 24 years.
Yeah. I think the reason why people like you is so much what you do is you resonate with them so much is like what you just said.
Why does ghetto boy ass
You
nigga
show them
acting
the
like he's scared to ask the questions? My nigga asks them fucking hard questions, bruh.
good and the bad side of you.
That's
But
why
also,
this shit ain't hit 1 million views yet, Willy D.
so you're talented. You're very talented, but at the same time, you do show the good and the bad. And it's something appealing about being transparent to an extent.
I agree, Viral. He too much off the head. Pause. No freaky.
Oh, not just to an extent, to the utmost. As soon as you as a person decide that you're not gonna lie anymore, and that whatever problem that you have, you're gonna deal with that problem right then where it presents itself, it'll show you a whole new side of you. It's very important. It's very important. When you lie and allow lies, for some people it's just, oh, I'm just a little delusional. No, it's dangerous for you to do that to yourself. It's very unnecessary for you to.
You was on this radio station in Atlanta, and this host made a joke about you, and you killed a man for I don't know how long that was, but man, I was like time out, call the police, something, stop this slaughter, man. He was like, you really did a bad, and you didn't. I don't think you cursed one time.
I was going to say, be very careful when you say how badly I did her, because I never called her out of her name.
But that's what I'm saying.
I was very composed.
That's my point.
But let me explain. Let me give you the exclusive.
No, let me make the point. Okay. You're one of the few only you and Bruce I've ever seen do that before. Like destroy a heckler or someone that was challenging you or whatever. Destroy them for several minutes. Bruce killed this chick for about, I don't know, man, about 25, 30 minutes one night. in Houston.
Hmm.
And I never seen anybody else do that but you. Like 25, I mean, just back to back, gut busting, like same person,
right.
no cuss words.
Yeah.
I had never seen that before. So how were you able to maintain your
It looked like it's hiding there.
composure for that long?
Well, a very
It just looked like he looked like
interesting thing
it looked like he's sweating to me.
happens when you try to trap something that's bigger than your trap. So imagine you set out a trap for a turtle and a rhinoceros steps into it. It's finna be a whole different situation now.
Mm.
So this lady behind the scenes is begging me to come into this interview that I've not scheduled, that I don't want to do, that I'm not dressed for, that nobody's called me about. She just wants it. To the point where she says, Katt, come on, you just want to end me for the city. I just want to give you your flowers. Well, I won't talk about kids. I won't talk about no jail. I won't talk about. This is the conversation she has with me, and then goes in that room and doesn't mention the Emmy and immediately begins to, because this is a comedian. You're trying to undermine me. Atlanta is a heavily LGBTQ plus positive city. And the fact that you having a heavy gay fan base would try to degrade me, a heterosexual, by making it seem like I'm gay. Gay people don't feel that way about me. Why would you? So it was a terrible thing that she found herself in. And comedically, you're outmatched. My defense is impenetrable. My offense will have the precise amount of viciousness that's necessary. If that means no cussing, that's fine. I don't want to talk to you and hurt heavy-set women's feelings or dark-skinned women's feelings or women who wear wigs feelings. I'm not trying to hurt nobody's feelings. I'm bantering with you because you keep acting like you're qualified to do that. Yeah.
Oh, I'm about to play that footage.
So
With my FICO, I get easy access.
I'm about to play that shit because he roasted the fuck out of that girl, man. I felt bad for her. And he wasn't ready. He didn't come prepared for that, and she tried to play him. So yeah, she got that work. She definitely got that work. You know what I mean? Large order. Supersized work. Yeah, she got it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna play that.
you know, it was a setup. I'm always going to be prevail if I'm being set up.
You think Buddy was in on it? Her co-host? You think he was in on that? He didn't appear to be in on it.
No. Because here's the whole thing. He kept trying to get her to pull the plug on this, and she kept not. So she didn't understand even after we cut. She didn't understand what had happened. She still.
Her husband, so like they got into an incident after that whole situation. You know what I'm saying? But your man Katt violated the fuck out of Shorty. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it was funny.
Thought that she had been victorious, and yeah.
And then she tried to play the victim.
No, she played the victim. Her husband was willing to kill one of the greatest comedians to. Yeah, I'm saying. And remember, all of this has to happen. And I have to allow it to happen. I have to also preserve my life.
Oh, let's get to that work. I got the video right here. Come here, bitch. I'm rare form today, man. I got a lot on my mind.
The end.
What's your favorite thing to cook? Your boys,
They like for me to. I do a really nice broccoli. They like my broccoli, and they love my baked chicken.
Hey, right now, look up your phone and see what it takes to make broccoli, and tell me does it say heat up water?
Shut up.
That's the only step in broccoli. Heat up water. Simmer. Have you ever heard of burned broccoli? Can you burn broccoli? You can't burn it because it's made in a pot of water.
You don't know nothing about.
You know what her second meal they love from it? What I do with corn.
I
like to tear it out that can and I put it in there. And then I get a can of water and I put it on there. And then I get some Zatarains. They don't expect that. I sprinkle
I am a great cook. Whatever.
Yes, ma'am. You good at heating stuff up.
You're good at telling us about what's going on in jail.
Yes, ma'am, and getting out to tell you. But I'm going to tell you at an arena named Phillips, and you going to tell me at the Atlanta Comedy Theater.
Right, true.
Tomorrow, be there.
All right.
Red Grant show. I know I'll be there. Don't miss it.
Red Grant, Katt Williams, thank y'all for coming through, man.
Yes.
And thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming in.
I see why people come to Wanda's show.
Yeah.
Because Frank Ski puts it down.
That's right. Get on out of here with your crazy ass.
Is he crazy?
And help me get to the salon. All right, it's the People Station Viewer 3. Your hair is kind of.
You just let it go.
That joint was.
My hair is 19 inches long and I have no perm.
You don't.
Oops.
Oh, that's not a perm.
No, it is not. Nice lady.
That's
Come run one of your gnarled fingers.
Come here.
While you on air,
come
so
on.
they can hear you live.
Come on. Let me come over here.
No. That's not how that works.
Oh, okay. Well, then stay over there.
Don't worry. Ain't nobody putting their hands through yours.
That's right. They don't have to. I don't want them to. Get on out of here. You okay? You okay?
Only one of our hairs moving while we talk.
Are you all right this morning? Are you okay?
Red Grant, Atlanta Comedy.
Tell Wanda to take off them headphones and that wig.
And make sure
that wig and the headphones come together.
Them old ass clothes you got on. How about that? Yeah, they're old.
Versace, yeah.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
She said, I want to apologize to the people at Versace Collection. This is your 2019 summer line that hasn't come out.
But you had to open it up and show us it was Versace. I wanted to.
No, I didn't have to open it up. These people are on radio. They can't see anything.
Yeah, but you opened it up so we could see it.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, happy
whatever store is for the Black Lane Bryant.
That's right. Very proud.
Okay, let's play some music real quick if we can. We going to a break real quick?
Very
all right.
Face like you want to keep going.
So we go to a break.
Shout outs to Forever 21.
Yeah.
Collection.
That's right. Shout out.
They don't remember me for wilding out, right? I'm not the right one to Jones on.
Get this inmate out of here.
If you can't get your blood pressure down, you can't call me down.
Whatever, little mama.
If your cholesterol is 600.
Whatever, little mama.
I'm little mama's baby daddy.
No, you little mama.
Yes, ma'am.
Hey,
and what are you, girl? You probably shouldn't talk about sizes.
Oh,
man. You big on the radio.
That's right.
Damn.
And you're big
Turn
in
it
prison.
down.
And you're
Yes,
big
ma'am.
in prison.
I've never been to prison.
You have
19
several
felonies,
times.
no convictions.
Yeah,
Knock it off. Prison and jail aren't the same. No.
Okay,
No.
Calm
No.
down. Calm down.
Only one of us has $12 worth of jewelry on. No.
No, $12.
No. That all is available. If you want to have Wanda's jewelry, please go to Citgo.
Damn.
Or Quick Trip at any point. If you buy 2 packs of Newport 100s,
Go.
they will give you everything Wanda has on right now for $7.99, and it comes with a free car wash. Won't
Man, leave people alone.
you come on down?
Yes, thank you.
Absolutely.
We appreciate it.
The show starts at 9. Wanda gets to the stage at 9:17. Please come on down.
Go, Shay, please come get Miss Cat and do her hair.
She's almost out of breath. Be careful now. Even on the radio, you can hear the fact that exercise has crept into her vocabulary.
Hurry up, little mama. We're done.
You already used that one. Don't repeat your jokes, Fresh Comic.
Go ahead. We'll go to
Get
break.
your ass out of here.
Anybody could have seen that coming. You know what I'm saying? Anybody. You ain't gotta be a psychic.
I'm Rachel, a professional psychic at the Psychic Soul Connection. I can look into your life to see very personal and powerful visions. Life is never perfect, but I can guide you so you can take control of your future. It would be tragic if you were destined for greater success and happiness, but you let it slip away. Call me or one of our psychic counselors. You'll be amazed what we know about your life.
Call now at 1-900-976-0096, only $3.49 per minute, and please, 18 or older.
The fuck is she talking about?
And then after I do all of that, then I have to not press charges on you to these police as if a crime has not been committed upon me.
A pimp named Slickback. Oh, man.
Thank you for saying the whole thing.
Look, man.
Like a Tribe Called
Yeah, you got to say the
Quest.
whole thing. You got to say the whole thing.
That is correct.
A pimp named Slickback.
Yes.
Man, that is one of the most iconic roles in television history. How did that come about?
Dumb people love dumb people, and geniuses try to find people that are on their mental platitude. So Aaron Magruder is one of the finest Black writers that we've had.
Yes.
And the fact that he started his journey in the real trenches, writing for newspapers and getting syndicated across the country before he ever came to the next platform is what made him so formidable. So it was a joy to be able to work with him. Just like, you know, when I do work with Donald Glover, you know, we get the Emmy. Like, it's because you're dealing with compatible wavelengths. Like Donald Glover told me, Katt, here's a script. You know, if you do this role right, you'll win the Emmy for it. I said, that's the only way I know to do it is right. And won the Emmy.
Well, I know there's a lot of advantages to doing what you do, being in the entertainment industry, but what's like the biggest thing that you can't stand about this industry?
I wonder what the answer gonna be.
Nothing. I like it.
Shit, I don't know who you think you're talking to.
I like it.
Now you
I love my op as myself.
Yeah.
I think it's great. On our side of things, it's flourishing. It's never been better. All the people on our side are seeing that prayers do work and that you really have control of your mind more than you think you do. And if you could somehow possibly stop thinking the way you do and think
I ain't heard that this excelled his career.
Another way, it might help you. And you'll know right away if it does. That's the benefit, is each one of these days you're getting could really be the one.
What's one?
Remember this, man. I'm from the hood, man. Fiends ain't loyal.
One of the wildest things that has happened to you, or you've seen happen in your time in this entertainment space?
Yeah, sorry, Vlad. I ain't seen nothing. I collect the footage, but I haven't seen anything.
Good answer.
You were doing so good, man. I mean, you was just doing so good, and then all of a sudden you just decided.
Well, no, here's the thing. Here's the thing. What you asked was, you said, "Hey, Wolf, what do you hate about the sheep?" Nothing.
You kind of have to be nuts not to jump into real estate, but it's not what you think.
I bet our commercials look different.
Nothing. I feel good. I feel like we're in a good position. Everything's going to be fine. Let's go, Coach Prime.
Yeah. What do you think about
We
Coach
coming.
Prime? What's up with Coach Prime? You have you been out there yet, Colorado?
No, but I've supported from afar.
Yeah.
I'm saying anytime a great individual, regardless of what he does, finds something that he can be great in, like that's gonna work. Like he is a motivating factor and an asset
Nothing
too.
cool
He
out.
always has been since the Jerry Curl days. Those are the leaders of men that we discussed earlier.
He ain't giving us nothing, bro. Nothing.
An eternal optimist, someone that's clever and about books and hard work and discipline.
Nigga sound like he a scholar or some shit. I want to hear that niggerish shit. You know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
had to be a member of the Fruit of Islam in order to know. Minister Farrakhan calls me his son. I was not regular even in that endeavor, just because whoever the true God is, I don't play about him. And I understand that regardless of what you choose to call him, it's the same entity.
niggas better stay out of jail, man. Niggas in jail don't give a fuck, man. You know what I'm saying?
And once you study all of the religions, you find out that nobody's really disagreeing with anybody. The Jews don't believe this whole set of things that Christians don't, and Muslims either.
Why are people so afraid of Farrakhan?
Man, I'm ready to just, like, nobody give a fuck about what Farrakhan, nobody care about none of that shit right now, man. We want to get niggerish.
Well, if you had the ability to control the Black people on this planet, there isn't anything that you couldn't take, dismantle, destroy, or interrupt if you could mobilize Black people. And so part of the ops agenda, a part of their modus operandi, is to find out which one of you niggas is a potential leader.
Yeah.
And if you are, then we begin a work of progress on your life, which will make people get off of that. It's a part of it, as much as in any defense, you're trying to figure out which way this dude is likely to go so I can rip that ball. It's the same.
Yeah.
Copy.
Farrakhan is a polarizing individual. A lot of people really, I do believe, don't really understand him. I think that there are people who get the message. This is what frightens them, is because they know, as you alluded to, they know what he's capable of doing. You know, uniting Black people and guiding and leading Black people in the right way.
There's not been a successful one of those yet.
Yeah, I wish I had 2 more thumbs so I could give it 4 thumbs down. You know what I'm saying? Fuck out of here, man.
So
this shit going on private. This nigga ain't giving us nothing. I gotta see, in order to sell shit like this, you gotta take clips of it. I'm going crazy with shorts, man. I'm getting hundreds of thousands of views for that shit. And Instagram. It's showing mad love, but this shit right here, you gotta cut a little piece out, and then you gotta do a nice little thumbnail, and then you gotta put some words in it, and just get fucking 30 seconds of this shit. It's sad what this world's come to. Content is not king. I'd have been going crazy right now. And Katt is willing to go crazy, but he not asking them the real questions. It's like he copied, Willy D, you copied Shannon Sharp interview. Damn, bro, you could have did better than this, man. You know what I'm saying? But I do like Willy D podcast, man. I just felt like he was scared to ask this nigga the questions, man. Like, go in on this shit. You know what I mean? Now, let's get dirty. Dirty section, I mean. My boy For No Fame had something to say earlier. Oh man, check this out. About This nigga Cedric the Entertainer and Steve Harvey, some ill motherfuckers. These niggas
a fucking scam to steal jokes. But
scamming. Watch this shit.
Come to real shit, we lost. But let's get back to this because it's all.
Watch this shit. For no fame.
And mix them around, change them up a little bit. He's stealing content.
Watch this. Here we go. And for no fame, I don't mean to steal your content right now, but I need to share this with him. And you broke it down.
Williams was talking about, that was damn near a 10-year-old conversation. But let's
For no fame guy, he put it down. Who's his man on the right?
With 2024 to show you that this is war. Katt Williams is basically telling you that these so-called black brothers was putting a lot of stunts on black people, not just him. You think they just did that to him? No, he was telling you what the fuck they be doing.
This is for no fame.
Up and coming people that wanted to make it big. They was doing them dirty.
Later on, I suggest y'all go check that video out, man. He breaking it down.
That's what he was trying to tell you. And he was trying to tell you that Katt, Steve, the partner that said and Steve, and them people, they work for them. You give them, look, he was trying to tell y'all, man, these dudes are in certain organizations that work with them people and they work against their own people. That's what he was trying to tell y'all. But see, a lot of y'all ain't get it. Anyway, we're going to now today prove that Cedric the Entertainer is a fucking joke thief. And I told you, I got love for Ced. Ced, cool. I mean, I ain't got nothing against Ced, but I told you, I'm going to keep it real. I do not have no favorites. When you do real shit, I'm going to say you was real. I'm going to tell the truth. When you be fugazi, I'm going to tell you. It's no favorites. But look, we're going to prove facts. That's what we do around here. We don't couch chase. Look, interestingly, Jackass star comedian Rachel Wilson revealed that Cedric the Entertainer currently has a new scheme to steal jokes. As part of a new comedy contest, he's asking comedians to submit jokes for the chance at $1,000. Do you see the fucking scam that Ced is putting on? It's a scam. The same way they always pull scams, rap battle scams, all these be scams. You know why? It ain't no winner. And if it is a winner, it's only one winner. That's how it go. And the winner gonna be Ced. Now let me show y'all something. Let's get ready to go through this shit. We're gonna expose Cedric the Entertainer because he's a fraud. Now check it out. This is a woman by the name of Rachel Wilson who was on the TV show Jackass, but she's the one exposing his ass. Now look, Cedric the Entertainer stole Katt Williams' jokes, and now he's asking us to give ours away for a chance at one-time payment of $1,000. What Cedric the Entertainer and his company is doing is running a scam on whoever got the funniest joke will get $1,000. Now let's think. I know some of y'all are smart. I know some of y'all are kind of slow, no disrespect, but you probably not gonna understand. What he's doing is slick. He's gonna get all type of people to enter this contest for $1,000. But what? It's only gonna be one winner. So what? He might get 10,000 jokes in one day for a contest. Meanwhile, only one really gonna make it, but meanwhile, he get to steal all those jokes. Get it and mix them around, change them up a little bit. He's stealing content, but he's scamming for content. Do you see Cedric the Entertainer scamming for content? Take a better look at it so you can see with some clarity. The program or the situation, it's called Crime Pays, Comedy Pays. All right, Comedy Pays. This is somebody contacting a woman, Rachel, from Jackass. Hi, Rachel. I work as a scout for the new comedy contest, Comedy Pays, hosted by Cedric the Entertainer. We'd like to invite you to submit a clip to be reviewed for the show, which is launching soon. Get it? They want you to submit jokes for a show that is launching soon, but the shit might not never come out. Meanwhile, they done collected all these fucking jokes for Ced. Do you get it? Very simple. It's a fucking scam. Why? It's only one winner. It's only one winner. So this is a way to get mass free content. This is the same thing they always did in the rap game with rap concerts. Send in your material. And when you send in your material, they're going to steal your shit. They'll switch your beat around, switch your hook around, switch a couple verses, bars, steal your shit. That's what they do. Because I told you, when you get big, the bigger you get, the more your content is important. And when you get too big and you lose your fucking edge, like if you're a comedian and you get so big, you forget how to joke. You got to steal jokes. Get it? Same thing in a rap game. When you get too big, you got to put on some young boys and steal their verses. Because that's what happens. All right. The bigger you get, the more you got to reach. If you're not creative. I keep telling you how to program. All right. Same thing with YouTube. They get big, they lose their creativity and they start stealing. That's what they do. Because when you're big, you can steal from small people. Nobody will know. That's what they think. So anyway, look. As you see right here, man. A fucking scam comedy pays what, $1,000? And he knows it's a crisis right now. Meanwhile, he might get 1 million fucking jokes, and he's only going to pay $1,000. You see Cedric scamming y'all? Facts. But guess what? This ain't the only thing he's been caught at scamming and stealing jokes. This is recent, y'all. This is recent. What's going on, y'all? Shout out to the chat. What up, Big Phil? Everything on green. That's what's up. What's up, Raw Media? Tamara Smith. What's going on, y'all? Kim Luda. Shout out to everybody holding it down out here, man. Salute to everybody at work right now and everybody at the gym, man. Getting to it. All right, y'all. Now, look, let's go back into it because, like I say, man, stealing, man. It took the internet all of 5 minutes to find evidence of the Cedric the Entertainer stealing jokes. This is the perfect definition of the internet is undefeated. And this is what I'm trying to tell y'all. The same way we can find information on bullshit, the same way you can find information on real shit. That's part of why we're in the situation we in, because we only use the internet for a bunch of fuckery. And that is also part of why shit is fucked up right now. So I'm just proving the point that when it comes to dumb shit, we on it. When it comes to real shit, we lost. But let's get back to this, because it's always a lesson within a lesson. The whole lesson, Katt Williams was trying to tell you that these band of brothers have been banded together as gatekeepers over the industry, mainly the comedy part. They've been gatekeepers over this shit for 20 years. You have to remember, time flies. Kings of Comedy came out 20 years ago. Over 20 years ago. And back then, when we was young, we knew they was not the king of comedy. We knew that back then. Everybody that watched that movie, King of Comedy, only watched that shit for Bernie Mac. Don't ever get that fucked up. They was never the kings of comedy, but they were smart enough to put Bernie Mac in it. That's the whole key. That's what they did. And then you'll see when Bernie Mac left, they wasn't funny at all no more. They ain't even work like they ain't even do no comedy shows like that. Sad had a lot of deals, but all his shit's flopped. This man had about 5 TV shows, all my shit's flopped. All right? Because Sad, in my opinion, Sad is only funny in movies. That's it. In movies, the boy is funny. I ain't gonna take it from him. All right. But Katt Williams told you. But remember, he's the 5'5" short dude that's rebellious, and he's a liar. He's on drugs. He's high. So don't believe nothing he say. The number one way to discredit all people of truth, all you gotta do is say they high on drugs. That's it. Or they crazy. Even though I know crazy people that tell the truth, and I know crackheads that tell the truth. I know crackheads really than any motherfucker you'll meet right now. But one thing they do is tell the truth. So I know the truth. And what they say, a drunk man speaks a sober mind, right? So guess what? When a motherfucker is high, sometimes they do be telling a lot of truth. And that's the reason why they be high. Get it? Or when they high, they forget to tell lies. That happens a lot. All right? Same way, you got certain people that's under oath. But when they get drunk, they start telling shit. That's what they do. Anyway, Sad is running a fucking scam to steal jokes. But another brother was doing homework. Right here, a brother by the name of Detroit Dell. And he allegedly caught Sad stealing jokes. And he caught Sad stealing jokes from a particular show from 1988. Here is Cedric the Entertainer ripping a joke from Designing Woman season 3 all the way back in 1998. Maybe he figured 36 years ago nobody would remember. See that? Salute to Detroit Dell for catching his ass, man. He was playing the exact thing Cedric stole from while Cedric was on the stage. See, he played both. He played, get it? So my point is this, man. Said you busted. And you do steal jokes. And you're still scamming right now, bro. You are a comedian. Why are you doing this? This is like a scamming raffle. It's like you're doing a raffle scam. You're trying to get a lot of people with talent to submit their jokes, and you can keep the ones you want. My point is this, man. He been stealing jokes, y'all, and that ain't new. He been doing that. This ain't new. This ain't nothing new. Meaning this is in recent time. This is not like today. This is in recent. This is after 2020. Meaning in the 2000s, 2020s, he's still trying to steal jokes. 1988, or should I say, he stole a joke from somebody from 1988. So allegedly, this is the word on him, man. Said it's a thief. Who else up in here? Salute to the chat. What's up, Sassy? Yeah, it's all good. What's up, y'all? All right, anyway, man. What's up, Shada? All right, we back at it, man. Now we got to get into some other shit because there's some real shit cooking up. And I've been paying attention to this. It's getting heated. Now, look, hold up. All right, let's go. Now, check it out. Now we got to get into this right here. We got another scandal, y'all. A scandal. A scandal. I get to prove some more shit. Oh, man. Oh, man. Some of y'all might not know who this is, but this is Miss Fonnie Willis, district attorney in Atlanta, prosecutor. This is the woman allegedly handpicked to take out Trump and Young Thug. I think she was selected to take out Trump, but I think she wanted to take out Young Thug on her own. Either way, this is Fonnie Willis, and he's saying that she's about that clout. Now I get to prove another point of what I said. I get to prove a point because them people from Atlanta was mad at me last week. But I'm going to tell y'all right now, y'all better stop getting mad. All right, stop getting mad. I'm telling the truth about whatever it is. I don't give a
He ain't hit some good points, man. Man. He hit some good points. All right, anyway. Y'all want to see that whole video? Lansky, salute, bro. I was in the kitchen, man, doing my thing, man. You know, I'm about to get up and go for this, man. I'll holler at y'all.